Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start with a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of May 22nd, 2024, and approve the minutes of the special meeting of May 28th, 2024.
So moved.
Moved by Danielle.
Second.
Second by Sue. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Any additions and deletions?
Yes, we have one addition. Please add Ann Daniello to the list of retirees on page 7, resolution number 2.
All right, Mr. Hoos, report of superintendent.
Thank you. First, we have New York State School Boards Association Lifetime Achievement Award to Cassie Nudie for level 1 and level 2 for her work on the school board leadership development and training. So thank you, Cassie. I'd stand up. Second item for the report is one of the problems we have with having 6 elementary schools is the transportation boundary lines and attendance zones are very difficult to predict the capacity of the schools year to year. So we are working with the transportation department trying to level out some of the lines and try and get the class sizes closer to equal. Anybody that's been over to Joy knows that they are busting at the seams. They are right at 30 in some classes, and other elementaries aren't close to capacity at certain grade levels. So we're really trying to even that out and make it more equitable for both the teachers and the students. So other than that, good.
All right, unfortunately, our student board member could not be here today, but a huge thank you to Bella Pasalt, who has been with us all year. And it's been a pleasure not only seeing her grow, but it was a pleasure seeing her at Senior Ball. All right, moving on to district achievement and honors. So we have a couple achievements and honors that we would like to do tonight. First, we want to start by honoring the Envirothon competition, where we had several students place first place on May 7th, 2024. So if you are here, I will call your name, and if you'd like to come get your certificate of recognition. First is Rachel Catello. All right, next we have Elliot Trophia. Okay, we have Danielle Klepadio. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. We have Aiden Winters. Then we also have Michael Ann Allen. Sure. Would anyone like to be so bold to talk about?
Come on up.
Oh, you volunteered for it.
We saw your hand up.
Yeah, come on up.
Hello. The Envirothon was something that we decided to participate in truly on a whim. Mr. Buchanan told us about it back in February when we had someone from the Soil and Water Conservation District come in to speak with the ESF classes. And at the time, only 2 of the 5 people that ended up being on our team were actually there to watch that. So me and Elliot, we decided to put together a team, and it was really, really on a whim. Then most of us were into the RFA musical, and then by the time the musical ended, we were informed that we only had 1 week to put together our entire presentation. So it was very time constraining, and we did not expect to ever get this far with it, but it has been such a fun journey. And then to win county with a presentation that we put together so quickly, and then be able to participate in states, it was just such a fun experience, and I'm very excited to do it next year. And I'm also hoping to gather up a lot of underclassmen to encourage them to participate, because it was such a fun experience. And I think that any students that are interested in science, especially environmental science, but biology in general, would love the experience also going forward. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we want to honor our Gansevoort Elementary School mentors. So first is Frank D. Bardino, Director of the Row Mentoring Program. All right, and then we're also going to honor Lori Jones as the site coordinator for the Row Mentoring Program. Okay, and last but not least, under our district achievement and honors, is Amani Pugh, who was a first place finish in the New York State Championship Division I pentathlon. Oh my gosh, pentathlon. That's the real challenge. All right, let's move on to departmental reports. Any updates on FEMA?
We're still working with FEMA on the Staley flood from 3.5, 4 years ago, I guess. We're making progress. It's incremental, but we are making progress. We have another meeting with them next week, and hopefully we can get a timeline to get this wrapped up, hopefully within the next 6 months. And that'll help inform the Board of Education on where we're going with our capital facilities plan and which buildings we can work on, et cetera. So we're looking forward to hopefully wrapping that up soon.
All right. Pre-K work study session. Do we have Dana?
Yep.
Dana's here.
So you each have 4 copies of 4 different flyers. I'm going to ask you to find places around the community to post. I've already shared it with Connected Community Schools, ACP, the library. I've shared it out with all the principals. So I'm asking you to be creative and see who you can connect with and put it out so we can increase our kindergarten enrollment numbers. So that's your first piece of homework. The second is an update on our pre-K registration that closed yesterday at 4 o'clock. We have, let me just double check, because it keeps updating me. So we have 116 4-year-olds enrolled. We have 75 3-year-olds. And we also have the Head Start program is enrolling theirs. So we have a total right now of 6 4-year-old classrooms, 4 3-year-old classrooms, and 1 mixed age. So that gives us, we're 1 classroom short of being fully enrolled, which is fantastic. The other fantastic news is that we had a phone call with the Y today about the wraparound care, and they are willing to put it together and run it. And they gave us great news that a family of 4 making $100,000 could pay $5 a week, which I'm so excited about. So we have about 67 families that haven't selected if they want before or after school care because they were waiting to find out how much it was going to cost them. So the Y is putting together some flyers so that they can distribute it to our families. Our pre-K liaisons are calling all of the families tomorrow to say that everybody got in. We did not have to do a lottery because we had enough space to accommodate everybody. And then they'll let them know that we will be running the after school and the before care as well. So great news today. But, so I don't know if there were specific questions that you all had regarding pre-K.
I just had one question.
Sure.
So is the after-school care right at
Everything's
the
going to
same?
be right at Clough, so we'll do an hour before school, 8:30 to 9:30, and then we'll do the 2:30 to 5:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, thanks.
And
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, Kelly.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Are you sure? I just wanted to clarify because it was a shocking number. Was that correct? $5 a week, or is that $5? That's for the week.
That's what they
Oh,
said.
wow.
They said that
That's
since
fantastic.
COVID. I said, where was that when I had children at 3 and 4? And she said that really since COVID, it's the incentive to get more families back working, and they
Yeah.
found all this other funding to be able to supplement people who didn't think they would qualify for subsidies. There are ways in which they can still get that tuition rate subsidized. So most of their families, they say, pay 0. And the highest they have right now in all of their programming is $5.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I just want to add one thing to
Sure.
that, though, only because I am on the Cornell Cooperative Extension Board. A family of 4 right now can make up to, I believe it's $104,000 a year to be subsidized for childcare. And I think part of the problem is that kinds of information isn't really getting out into the community enough, even though it's been in place since January 1st of this year. So I'm glad to hear that's finally coming to fruition.
Yeah, I was shocked when I heard it today. So I was like, sold, we're good. Let's move forward. But she even took it upon herself to say after tonight's meeting, if we're still good with moving forward with as is, she would start making promotional flyers, share them out with everybody, with the community, and we'll put that out as a bigger promotion on our end as a district to let families know we still have spots available. And then there is this option of the wraparound care.
So I know you did a great job last time we were together talking about pre-K at Clough, how that's going to work. So are those 10 classrooms our classrooms?
No.
Can you go over again what that looks like, who's running the other classrooms, and all of that for us?
So
please?
we have 6 Gen Ed pre-K classrooms at Clough right now, and 1 what we used to call Forever Growing, the 813. All of our 6 classrooms are also licensed and approved through the state to run as consultant model classrooms. So there's potential that even our Gen Ed classrooms would have opportunities to have a push-in consultant like we have with the K2 in the elementaries. We have 5 classrooms that we're going to contract with BOCES. So BOCES is comparable with what the district is paying. We're actually hoping that some of our excess teachers from the district that have K2 certification will be able to be picked up and stay here working in Rome, and some of our Clough teachers staying working at Clough with pre-K. And so they'll run the 5. I asked them to hold off. We had 6 classrooms originally, but I think we need to open up another a self-contained preschool classroom, which would be under the district because we hold that license. So we're hoping to we have the one 813. I'm working with the psychologist over at Clough to determine if it's going to be another 813 or if it's a 1213. We're not sure right now with what the needs are coming in and the wait lists of children on other places.
When we pick up the BOCES classrooms, like you said before, and if I heard you correctly, you said that we had to partner with someone, right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so we're partnering with BOCES, so all the teachers, those extra classrooms will be BOCES employees, and then hopefully some people would be able to.
Correct. So there'll be.
That's great.
Yeah, there'll be BOCES teachers and TAs, and then we'll outfit all of the classrooms with our furniture that we have. What was sent over to our Rome Catholic when they moved from Floyd to Cypress was our furniture originally, and then we've stored some furniture there so we can just set those classrooms back up.
So now we're just waiting or making sure that it's all set up for September, right, at Clough.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, if you need any help, let me know.
Yes, we will. Any other questions? You're welcome.
All right, on the trend of good news, we're going to go ahead and move to our commendations. So commendation number 1, resolution for commendation. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible. And whereas Alexander Rizzo has been declared the valedictorian of the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 103.68. And whereas Alexander Rizzo has brought credit to himself, his teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Alexander Rizzo, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout his high school years. And be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution.
Second.
Second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
Number 2, resolution for commendation. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible. And whereas Alicia Tortolot has been declared the salutatorian of the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 102.95. And whereas Alicia Tortolot has brought credit to herself, her teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Alicia Tortolot, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout her high school years, and be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move to resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Alina. Oh, sorry.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Here's my hair.
Resolution for commendation. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence and whenever possible. And whereas Carson Campbell has been ranked 3rd in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 102.55. And whereas Carson Campbell has brought credit to himself, his teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Carson Campbell, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout his high school years. And be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution. All,
All in favor?
aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Carson.
Awesome job.
Number 4, whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible, and whereas Mary Hapanowitz has been ranked 4th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 102.44, and whereas Mary Hapanowitz has brought credit to herself, her teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore it be resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Mary Hapanowitz, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout her high school years, and be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution.
Second by Sue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I have resolution for commendation, whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible, and whereas Kennedy Bowen has been ranked 5th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 102.28, and whereas Kennedy Bowen has brought credit to herself, her teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Kennedy Bowen, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout her high school years, and be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution.
Second.
Second by Sue. All in favor?
Number 6, resolution for commendation. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible, and whereas Samuel Hildenbrand has been ranked 6th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 101.86, and whereas Samuel Hildenbrand has brought credit to himself, his teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now, therefore, be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Samuel Hildenbrand, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout his high school years, and be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting.
All right. Commendation number 7, resolution for commendation. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible. And whereas Mary Denton has been ranked 7th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 101.8. And whereas Mary Denton has brought credit to herself, her teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District. Now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Mary Denton, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout her high school years. And be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution. Seconded by Danielle. All in favor? Any opposed? Congratulations, Mary.
Number 8, resolution for commendation. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible. And whereas Elias Pomalis III has been ranked 8th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 101.73. And whereas Elias Pomalis III has brought credit to himself, his teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby and congratulate and commend Elias Pomalis III, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout his high school years. And be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move to resolution.
Seconded by Sue. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Number 9, resolution for commendation, whereas Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible, and whereas Alyssa Diudo has been named 9th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 101.62, and whereas Alyssa Diudo has brought credit to herself, her teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Alyssa Diudo, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout her high school years. And be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations.
All right. Resolution for commendation, whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District encourages academic excellence and wishes to recognize such excellence whenever possible, and whereas Alexis Wilcox has been ranked 10th in the 2024 graduating class of Rome Free Academy with a grade point average of 100.80, and whereas Alexis Wilcox has brought credit to herself, her teachers, and in turn to the Rome City School District, now therefore be it resolved that the members of the Board of Education and the Superintendent of Schools do hereby congratulate and commend Alexis Wilcox, who has demonstrated outstanding academic achievement throughout her high school years, and be it further resolved that the Clerk of the Board of Education be and hereby is directed to spread this resolution on the minutes of tonight's meeting. I move the resolution.
Second. Seconded by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations. And let's all just give one more congratulations to our top 10. All right. On to the report of the clerk. Action item number 1, resolution of recognition and appreciation for 50 years of service to the district. Whereas the Rome City School District has been fortunate to have Christine Scharf committed to the mission of the district. And whereas Christine Scharf is now about to embark on a new adventure in life away from the Rome City School District. And whereas we, as members of the Rome City School District Board of Education, wish to extend our utmost appreciation for her work in making education an exciting and joyous experience for students of our district. And whereas the board wishes to extend our sincere best wishes for every happiness in the future to Christine Scharf, who will be leaving the district this year after 50 years of teaching. Now therefore be it resolved that the Rome City School District Board of Education recognizes and appreciates the 50 years of service from Christine Scharf as she departs the district and wishes her well in all future endeavors. And further, that this resolution of recognition and appreciation be duly recorded and spread across the minutes of the Rome City School District Board of Education on this 18th day of the month of June in the year 2024. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Action item number 2. Resolution of recognition and appreciation. I'm just not going to move. Am I running out of battery? All right. Resolution of recognition and appreciation. Whereas the Rome City School District has been fortunate to have a dedicated staff committed to the mission of the district, and whereas several members of that staff are now about to embark on a new adventure in life away from the Rome City School District, and whereas we, as members of the Rome City School District Board of Education, wish to extend our utmost appreciation for the work that these staff members have done to make education an exciting and joyous experience for the students of our district. And whereas the board wishes to extend our sincere best wishes for every happiness in the future to those staff members who have left or will be leaving the district this year. Now therefore be it resolved that the Rome City School District Board of Education recognizes and appreciates the services of those employees departing the district, those employees being Patricia Bremer, Teresa Caladona, Ann Danello, Mary Delaney, Ann Finelli, Patricia Graham, Julie Henderson, Todd Lanzi, Sherry Luby, Michelle Madonia Rushford, Sherry Martin, Tracy Morehouse, Mary Muni Griffiths, Suzanne Shaw, Judith Sig, Michelle Skibitsky, my guidance counselor, Diane Smolinski, Michael Stamboli, Michelle Tyne, Margaret Vosi, and Julie Winberg, and wishes them all well in all future endeavors, and further that this resolution of recognition and appreciation be duly recorded and spread across the minutes of the Rome City School District Board of Education on this 18th day of the month of June in the year 2024. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. All in favor? Any opposed? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And thank you. Did I see you? Awesome. All right. And I know this is the less exciting part, so we understand. Action item number 3, resolution to award contracts for capital construction project. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District, the Board of Education solicited bids from prime contractors for construction services in conjunction with its 2022 capital improvement project Phase 1, the project. And whereas the bids were received and publicly opened on May 20th, 2024, and whereas the project architect and project construction manager reviewed the bids and bidders' qualifications for the project, discussed the project with the lowest responsible bidders, and by letter dated June 7th, 2024, recommend award of contracts as set forth herein. And whereas the Board of Education accepts the recommendation of the project architect and the project construction manager and determines that it is in the best interest of the school district to accept the bids and award the contracts as set forth herein on page 8 of our agenda. I move the resolution.
Second.
Second by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. Action item number 4, resolution to award contract for capital construction project. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District, the Board of Education has determined that it's in the best interest of the school district to enter into contract with Musco Sports Lighting LLC under the terms and conditions of the Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Contract number 041123-MSL Cooperative Purchasing Contract and its related proposal dated May 14th, 2024, revised June 6th, 2024, for the acquisition and installation of sports lighting and related equipment, materials, and services in connection with the component of its 2022 capital improvement project, Phase 1, the project. Whereas the architect has reviewed the proposal in the cooperative purchasing contract and has certified as follows. A, all equipment and services covered by the contract with Musco are within the scope of the cooperative purchasing contract, and B, all services to be provided by Musco are related to the installation of equipment offered through the cooperative purchasing contract, and C, the price for all services and equipment is at or below the amount authorized in the cooperative purchasing contract. Whereas the Board of Education has determined that Musco proposal qualifies as a contract exempt from the competitive bidding requirements under the authority of New York State General Municipal Law, Statute 103, parentheses 16, and complies with the school district's procurement policies and procedures, and whereas the school district superintendent has recommended the approval of the cooperative purchasing contract as set out in the Musco proposal as being in the best interest of the district. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. 1, the Board of Education hereby approves the cooperative purchasing contract with Musco to provide the goods and services listed therein at the price not to exceed $825,964 and proceed with the project in accordance with the terms and conditions of the cooperative purchasing contract for the fees and expenses set forth within. 2, the Board of Education hereby approves the president of the board or the superintendent of schools to enter into a cooperative purchasing contract on behalf of the school district with such modifications, additions, and revisions other than a change to the scope of the project or the fee as may be approved by the superintendent of schools, which approval shall be conclusively shown by the execution thereof and take all actions necessary or convenient to proceed under cooperative purchasing contract in connection with the project. 3, upon Board of Education approval, this resolution shall take effect immediately. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. Resolution to accept the consent agenda, that upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the consent agenda be accepted by the Board of Education. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Kelly. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda passes. And it's a long one.
We're all in 21.
All right, page 21, Sue, Finance.
Action item, 1, resolution to accept a donation. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, a donation of $300 from the AmeriQ Credit Union to sponsor the Utica Zoomobile visits for the RCSD Supported Learning Summer School Program. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Kelly. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Okay, the second resolution to renew contract for 2024-2025 internal claims auditing. Resolved that the contract as indicated below, in accordance with plans and specifications duly advertised and bids received for bid number 2021-05-25, be renewed for the 2024-2025 term, and that the president be authorized to sign said contract. The contract was internal claims auditing awarded to Grossman St. Armor CPAs in Syracuse, and the bid amount, see individual breakdown. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Kelly. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. Any updates?
Okay, yes, we had a finance meeting on June 13th, and some of the interesting aspects that were brought up were the health insurance consortium that we are a member of for all of our health insurance plans. Overall, the health insurance plans are doing very well. We are not seeing the increase in cost as other districts are. In fact, going into next year, the increase for us is 5.11% versus the going rate of many other insurance plans. So that's a true benefit of being in the consortium. Then we also discussed the state aid for the upcoming school year and the fact that we had in the governor's actual runs that were accepted then $1 million shortfall that we were not, had to make up. So what we discussed was Dave Dreidel, who was leaving us at the end of the month and will be greatly missed, went through and explained to us how he feels that we can really make that 1 million up. First of all, we have to be very conservative on the budget we put into place this year, which we always are, but we're going to be even more diligent. Second of all, obviously the interest amounts we get right now on the monies we have invested has increased, and actually it's a little over what our budgeted numbers were, so that's a positive. Our transportation aid, we're still waiting for this from the state. We have about $500,000 that they owe us from COVID, and we're looking for this prior year adjustment. Dave felt strongly that that would be into this year, that we will be getting that, but again, it's with New York State, and one can never be sure of what New York State is actually going to do. So we are owed the money, it's just when they will be giving that to us. And the third item he brought up was the summer school special ed program. Because we're doing a new rate and it's at a shorter term, we have a savings built into that. So I guess I was very concerned and had brought it up at our finance committee meeting, but I left feeling much more confident that we have a way around this. And again, the fact that we are conservative in our budget forecasting and how we do it, I do feel very strongly that going forward, we will actually very well limit ourselves, and it will be really good. The final items that we had were our internal audit committee member from the community, Jennifer Geiger, has decided not to continue on. So at our reorganization meeting, we do have Dave Nolan, who was the city treasurer for many years here in Rome, has come forward and would like to be a committee member. So at our reorg meeting, we could have him. He comes with a wealth of knowledge. I think it's a great time and place for him to be now that he wants to be involved. So we have him involved, and the final thing, so I did want to thank Jennifer for being part of that committee for the last, I believe, 2 or 3 years. And finally, I did just want to say that I really, really enjoyed working with Dave Dreidel, and he is going to be greatly missed. But as we go forward, I wish him well on his new position with the City of School District of Utica. And that concludes. We don't have a meeting set up yet because we have to wait for our reorg meeting. So as soon as that's done on the 9th of July, we'll have a new meeting date.
Thanks, Sue. All right, we have no ed programs, so off to people operations.
She's not going to be able to solve it, so John's going to help her.
Yeah. Action item 1, resolution to accept memorandum of agreement. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby accepts the memorandum of agreement between the school district and the Rome Teachers Association. I move the resolution.
Second.
Danielle, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Number 2, resolution to accept memorandum of agreement. That upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby accepts memorandum of agreement between the school district and the CSEA. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Number 3, resolution to accept successor collective bargaining tentative agreement. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby accepts successor collective bargaining tentative agreement between the school district and the CSEA. I move the resolution.
Second.
Second by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Number 4, resolution to accept retirement. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby accepts with regret the retirement of the following individual: Elizabeth Nelson, motor vehicle operator, July 30th, 2024. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Ms. Nelson.
Number 5, resolution to approve administrative leave. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, that a permanently appointed non-instructional employee be placed on a paid administrative leave retroactive to June 5th, 2024. The interim superintendent is authorized to reinstate the employee from paid administrative leave at the interim superintendent's discretion. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Number 6, resolution to accept termination of non-instructional employee. That upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, that the Board of Education terminates the appointment of a non-instructional employee, Guy Saporito, effective June 19th, 2024. The interim superintendent or his designee is directed to notify the employee of this decision. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Number 7, approve management confidential employee salary increases for 2024 through 2025. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, that the Board of Education approves the salary increases for the management confidential employees for the 2024-25 school year. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by John. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Number 8, resolution to approve athletic director. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the following appointment of administrative personnel: Aaron Carey, stadium support, position athletic director, salary $125,000, effective July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2027. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. Congratulations, Mr. Carey.
Welcome aboard, Aaron.
Number 9, resolution to approve layoffs. Whereas the Board of Education of the Rome City School District, in preparing the budget for the 2024-2025 school year and in determining the programs needed, has determined that for reasons of economy and efficiency, it is necessary to abolish certain professional education positions. And whereas Section 3013 of the Education Law and Section 30.13 of the Rules of the Board of Regents prescribe the procedure to be followed when abolishing professional education positions. Now therefore be it resolved as follows. Section 1. Positions in the following tenure area are abolished effective June 30th, 2024. 15.0 full-time equivalent FTE positions, elementary tenure area, and 6.0 FTE positions, reading tenure area. Section 2, it is hereby determined that there will be separations from service in the following tenure areas, effective on or before June 30th, 2024. 4.0 FTE positions, elementary tenure area, and 1.0 FTE position, reading tenure area. And that as a result of the tenure area abolition set forth in Section 1 above, the position set forth in this Section 2 will not be filled after the separations from service. Section 3, It is hereby determined that based upon the abolition of positions set forth in Section 1 and the separations from service as set forth in Section 2, that the following tenure areas will be subject to the following reductions in force. 11.0 full-time equivalent FTE positions, elementary tenure area, and 5.0 FTE positions, reading tenure area.
Section 4, it is hereby determined that the following persons have the least seniority as listed on page 24 of tonight's meeting minutes, are therefore subject to a reduction in force effective June 30th, 2024. Section 5, it is hereby determined that none of the persons named in Section 4 above have tenure or probationary status in any additional tenure area created by Part 30 of the Rules of the Board of Regents, and thus no right to transfer to any position in a different tenure area. Section 6, all persons named in Section 4 above are pursuant to Section 3013 parentheses 3 of the education law placed upon a preferred eligible list for appointment to any vacancies and positions which are similar to the positions which they held prior to the abolition of such positions pursuant to this resolution. Section 7, the interim superintendent of schools or his designee is hereby directed to notify in writing all persons listed in Section 4 above of the information set forth in this resolution, including their placement on the preferred eligible list. The superintendent is authorized to take such other actions which are necessary to implement this resolution. Section 6, this resolution shall take effect as of June 30th, 2024. I move the resolution.
Second by Elena. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Action item number 10, resolution to abolish positions. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools that the board approves the following positions be abolished effective June 30th, 2024. Assistant Director for Supported Learning, Bus Driver, Security Aide, Custodial Worker, Speech Language Pathologist. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Action item number 11, resolution to approve internship. Resolved that upon the approval of the Board of Education, internship for Megan Ray, currently at Rome Free Academy, be approved with the Rome City School District as part of her participation in the Grand Canyon University Master of Education in Educational Administration degree program to become an administrator. This will be an unpaid internship from September 19, 2024 through June 11, 2025. I move the resolution.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Action item number 12, resolution to create positions. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby creates the following position: Assistant Food Service Director and Confidential Secretary. I move the resolution.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? Just as a reminder, the Assistant Food Service Director comes out of a different budget.
It comes out of the cafeteria budget, correct? It does not affect the general fund.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Action item number 13, resolution to approve agreement. Resolved that upon recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, that Carl Kyle Jr. is appointed as interim business manager of the Rome City School District effective June 24, 2024 at a rate of $750 per day, and approves of an agreement between the district and Mr. Keel for his service. The interim superintendent is authorized to execute the agreement on behalf of the district. I move the resolution.
Seconded by Sue. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes.
Action item number 14, resolution to approve tenure. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby approves tenure for the following individuals named: Jennifer Pouliot, principal, effective date July 1st, 2024. I move the resolution.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Congratulations, Ms. Pouliot. All right, no policy updates. We are holding to review our 4,000s and then start 5,000s once our new superintendent is available to review and make sure we're all aligned on those. But we plan to meet July 2nd at 5 p.m. What a way to welcome her. Miscellaneous business, action item number 1, resolution to accept proposal. Resolve that upon the recommendation of the interim superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby accepts a proposal with the ILO group. I move the resolution.
Second.
Seconded by Danielle. Any discussion? And this is the consultant group that our new superintendent has secured under a grant. Sorry. So this will be grant funded for our board retreat this year. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. Action item number 2, resolution to approve reorganization meeting date. Resolved that the Board of Education will hold their reorganization meeting on July 9th, 2024 at 5 p.m. pursuant to Education Law Section 25042 and 25029A. I move the resolution.
Second.
Second by Danielle. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution passes. So up for discussion items is our new superintendent would like us to start kind of looking at our meeting schedule so that we can start to put a schedule together as it aligns. So her recommendation is meeting twice a month. Keeping it at district office for consistency, and especially because we will be recording the meetings, it makes it a little bit easier on logistics. So
You got 2 thumbs up on that one.
yeah,
4.
yes, no Wi-Fi issues there. So any discussion on moving to twice a month? And then Sandy has so graciously put a tentative schedule together that you guys all have a copy of. They are Tuesdays. Yes.
This was based on the recommendation from our new superintendent,
Yep.
Neerline? Okay.
So
I mean,
hopefully,
we're not gonna, I mean, we're just looking at this because we're not doing anything till 2 new board members come and then we can have a discussion with them, right, at our reorg meeting?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
And we're gonna be recording these
Yeah, of course.
meetings.
Yep.
We started doing that again, so it's fine. The only thing that I had said is that we have to look at, if we're gonna be renovating Clough or using Clough, we wouldn't be using that area. Would we be moving to the actual district office on Dominic, or would we have another?
I don't think the plans to renovate Clough involve, I just didn't want to
I know.
blow it up
I
again.
got you.
I don't believe the plans have been finalized for Clough renovation, but I doubt it will involve
That room?
that particular room. And I know that no renovations will start in the 24-25 school year. So
But there'll be other classrooms there.
there will be other classrooms or offices. We're moving the offices from the, huh? Right,
To create those other classrooms?
correct.
To make, okay.
Holy crap.
It's me.
Wake up.
That's 2 heart attacks in one night.
Any other discussion on meeting schedule? We do have some July business that we will have to tackle, so I think one of it is kind of securing that we can make sure we solidify a post-reorg date. So think about it. Marinate on it, if you will, and then we'll ship it. Any other discussion items for tonight?
Our board retreat set, I know, we had discussed that. I just want to make sure.
Yes, we are locked in for the 16th. And I
Okay.
think we said 8:30 or 9 a.m. start? Consultant. Okay. Okay. Yep. All right, I think the only thing left for discussion is to thank Elena and Danielle for their years of service on the board through what has not been the easiest years that we've been here in Rome. So thank you both for your dedication, patience, and willing to make some pretty tough decisions. It's been a pleasure, and I can't wait to see you on the other side.
Thank you.
All right, we have one public comment. Oh, we had a public comment come in. Oh, okay. Yeah, come on up, Rachel.
Moving on now. And now in our team, we had 5 members, and 4 out of those 5 were juniors. So there's only 4 of us that will be in RFA next year that have done the Envirothon at all. And we have already gotten a lot of interest from underclassmen to participate in the Envirothon, and we would really like to be able to hopefully next year make an Envirothon club at RFA so that we can work with these underclassmen and help develop their presentations to create in the Envirothon you have to create presentations based on a current climate crisis. So this past year we made one based off of a solar panel idea, and then you work with a group and you come up with ideas and you do research and everything with that. And then you also study as a group to pass these tests that are on different topics of ecology. And that is the process of the Envirothon. And I feel like working together, having a club where we would be able to meet a couple times of a month to be able to work on our projects together, form our teams, get some leadership within the teams, and study together as well, and maybe have fun events with it where we could play Kahoot games or something like that, to where we make it fun for people and encourage as many students to get into it as possible. And I think that having a RFA club for it would be the best way to do that. And I understand that club funding is a interesting issue. I don't know how else to put it, but I talked to Mr. LeBaron about it, and he was saying that with the funding, there probably we wouldn't be able to. But I just wanted to say it here so that you guys can consider that, because I really think it would be a really beneficial club, and we've already had a lot of interest shown from many underclassmen for it. That's all. Yes, and a lot of success. I mean, we won the county one. Yeah, we got scholarships for it, and I think it's beneficial in many ways for the students. Each got a $1,000 scholarship to whatever further education. Yeah, so get more people involved in it, since my team, all the juniors, we will be in it next year too, but then after that, we'll be gone, and we want to encourage more people to keep doing it, because we can keep getting these scholarships and keep representing RFA at this environment at competition, and maybe one day we can make it all the way to the national level. My team's going to try and do that next year, but if we don't, then I'd love to be able to see an RFA team do that in the future. And I think that a club would be the best way by far for us to be able to encourage as many kids to be in it. So, yes, thank you. Thank you. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
I didn't want to speak over here, but that's okay. Still on. So I just wanted to add to what she had just said. It was brought to my attention already by the advisor, and that's my side of looking at the clubs, because it includes arts, music, technology, and STEM-based. So this has already been put in for next year, and it's already taken care of. So, surprise. Mm-hmm. Like the Envirothon club? Like the Envirothon, yes. It's going to run. It's going to run.
That's Mr. LeBaron's side, so we have different sides of the house, so we didn't know that it is different.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
That's
I
the
like
good
to go
news.
home on a good note.
Well, you, my friend, I'm going to make a motion to go into an executive session to discuss matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or corporation, and we will not be coming back to open session. Moved by John,
Second.
seconded by Danielle. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Too bad. All right. Thank you all.